Hey guys, we're here this week, Kevanie and Catherine, your
Hi.
DIY chicks. Catherine has been missing for a few weeks, but she is back in action. She's kind of been stuck upstairs doing design work and everything like that. She is one of our landscape designers here at Earth Works. So what do you do as far as your job upstairs with landscape design?
So I'm the person that gets all the plans from the guys, their ideas, and put it into CAD so that our customers get to have an awesome layout of where their plants are going in their yard, and I just have a lot of fun with that. So
yeah, awesome. Well, today we're going to be doing 2 hanging baskets.
Yep.
They're going to be in full sun. They are going to be in the front entrance of our nursery. We got 2 big pergolas here. So we're going to make it nice and festive, lots of color, lots of textures. So let's get started, I guess.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. So what we're going to do first is fill it up with soil. We got our hanging basket here. And we just have a standard, basic hanging basket. This is one of the cheaper ones, but they do come in all color, shape, sizes. They're kind of price ranges. I think this one's about $7 at our nursery. You can get one for 20. We had a gigantic one that you can get. I think that one's 20,
Something
25
like
bucks.
that,
That one you can, make really, really full with the flowers. So the first thing we're going to do is fill it up with soil. We have the Fox Farm brand, which is a brand that I really like. It has a little bit of fertilizer in it. We're also going to add a little bit of Biotone, which is also a starter fertilizer. So this is good for when you're first putting in plants and it's kind of getting your roots stimulated, kind of get them going. So you guys put this all out in the field whenever they go out and planting and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this in here. Just ignore any cars you hear. We are on our busiest street on Beach Blvd. So there are a lot of trucks that go past throughout the day, a lot of cars. For some reason, when we're always out in the front, the trucks feel the need to honk at us. It really annoys us, but hey, what can you do? Alright, so you think that's good? About halfway?
I think that's perfect.
Let's add a little bit of Biotone to it. She could sprinkle it right on top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and churn it in. Get it mixed in with the soil. And just beware, the stuff stinks. No fertilizer smells good. So wear some gloves. We have mud gloves on today. We love this brand. Yes, they come in all colors.
Easy to work with. You can still feel your hands. They're great.
Yes, we love these. And if you have roses, they do make long gloves for roses. So that'll protect you from all the stickers those things have. All right. So what plants are we going to use today?
So first we're going to put in a rosemary. This is a nice tall one, so it's going to be kind of our center plant right here. And we're also planting these so that they're going to be like instant gratification, because if we were to plant these for ourselves, we'd probably put less plants in, or we put smaller plants in and let them grow in. But since we're putting them in the front of our nursery, we want them to make a pow right away, and so we're going to plant these things full. And so the rosemary is going to be the first one we put in there. Kevanie, you just loosen the roots up so that they're not going in circles, and the Biotone at the bottom will help them just keep growing outward, so that'll be great. So she's got that guy in there.
Right in the middle. And you can put them towards the back if they wanted to, just to kind of add some height in the back.
Yeah, so these are, the baskets are your own, any pot really, you can do it however you want to. We're going to put this one in the middle, but you could really just move it to the back and put stuff in front. You can do it however you want to do it, so just be creative with it. That's kind of the fun part about it.
And this one's good because it smells good. So if you do have it in a spot, the rosemary does give off a nice smell. You don't necessarily have to put it in your garden.
Right. You
can put it in any kind of arrangement that you want. It gives a really nice texture.
Yeah, and on top of it, if you're cooking, it's great for cooking. You just go out, grab a stem of it, and you're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
So
I use it in my spaghetti and bread. You make bread.
Oh, yeah, bread all the time.
She makes an onion rosemary bread. I cannot get enough of it. I ask her for it every day. You guys have no idea.
It's great with grilled cheese, let me tell you. So, all right, and then we're going to put sedum in here also. And actually, I think we are going to move this back just a little bit so that we can put the sedum kind of in front. And so this is a great one if you're looking for a plant that hangs over. This one makes a nice cascade. In hanging baskets it's great because if they're up high you can kind of see it from the side and from the bottom, which is great. So, and then we love this sedum because it's got this nice bright color, so it's not just the green of most of, you know, the other plants that you can, you know, are typical. So,
and if you have a big one, because we're kind of squeezing these guys in here, you can go ahead and dust off some of the excess soil that this guy has, which is what we're going to have to do now because we do have one of our smaller baskets. So we just have a bucket that we're going to put the extra soil in. And it won't hurt the plant or anything because you're going to cover it with new soil. And these guys, the succulents, they don't really have a lot of roots in the first place, so. Alright.
So we got him right there in the front. You can already see how he cascades over the side, which is really nice. So it's pretty already. I love it. Okay. And then we've got a couple of small plants that we're going to put in here for some color, because right now we've got green. Even though we've got the lighter green, we're going to add some color in because we love colors.
Yes.
So we've got some Verbena, which comes in some really pretty pinks and purples and white, I think.
Reds, dark purples, light purples.
So we've got this one. We're going to use two of them. We've got a really bright pink and then this kind of like purpley maroon color. So
very cool contrast.
I'll let you put that. We're going to put them on the sides here.
And just keep in mind, like the rosemary that I have in here, he's kind of loose right now only because we're kind of messing with the pots. It's okay if he flops over a little bit. Towards the end of us doing this, we're going to compact it with new soil, so it'll kind of put everything in place and everything won't move. So just, it's okay if that moves a little bit while you're planting.
And these are another one that's going to fall over the side a little bit, so we're going to put it a little bit to the side so that, you know, we'll get some nice drapage from them later on once they grow in, alrighty? And then maybe we put, what do you think, the white ones in there, or you think a pink and a white one?
I think the white ones.
The white ones?
Yeah, so these guys, we're just using these as fillers. This is the Vinca. So we have some extra room on the side. If you guys have any gappage and you quite don't like that and you want an instant look like we like, go ahead and get some small little containers, some 4-inch plants. Those work great for fillers. Take them out.
So this hanging basket is a good example of just like a front view basket. From the back it's not super pretty because it's just the rosemary really, but since we're putting them on the front of our pergola in front of our store, this is really what you want to see. So this is a nice one for if you know you have it against your house or something like that versus like a 360 angle. You're just going to really get the front angle.
Yeah, 360 is more for like if you're putting it in the middle of the pergola and you want to see it from all views. Since we're kind of putting it on the edge of our pergola, like she said, we're just going to get that frontal view, so you don't necessarily have to worry about the back as much. So the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and fill in all the gaps. If you have any gaps with extra soil, just so things don't move around. And we're going to water these guys at the very end. And a lot of times when you water it, the water kind of sticks the soil all together, so you will have holes that will get created. So you can just mush it down with your hand just to fill in those holes. Soil over there.
Yeah, just a little bit right over there.
Cut down this way.
Yeah. You don't want him to move anywhere.
Yeah.
Cool. It's looking good.
Anything in the front here. It's good. You could just lift this guy if you need to. Just be careful if you do pick sedum. He is a little fragile. So you will have some breakage of the stems. You can just pop them right back in there. They'll regrow, or you can put them in a different pot. Alright. So there you have it, guys. That's our first basket. We are going to do another basket for you guys. Something with a little bit more texture and a little bit more color to it. So that's that one.
So we can move that one.
Yeah. That one's pretty. Or clean off our giant hand that we have here at the nursery.
Yeah, if you're looking for a unique chair, this is kind of a cool one. It's just a giant hand you can sit on. So we've got
it'd be cool to put a pot on it.
Yeah, or a
my
pot.
cat would probably love this chair.
All right, so this is our second hanging basket here. Same thing, just a small one. And we've got a couple fun things Kevanie picked out. So we've got a Yarrow right here, which is a really pretty pink one, which I think is awesome.
I love this plant.
The yellow is a popular one, but we've got different colors of it, so this one's gorgeous. And
I love it. Some people mistake it as a weed only because it kind of has like a weed-like leaf on it. I just love the texture of this one. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I want to buy all these and take them home. I have to restrain myself.
And our big one for this one is going to be the Muhly Grass. So this is just a little 1 gallon one that we're going to use in it, and we're going to probably do the same thing and put it towards the back and then the Yarrow in front. So this one won't have as much drapage as our first one, which is okay too. If you want to do one that's a little bit taller, that's all right as well. So Kevanie's going to go ahead and put the soil in right there.
Just keep in mind, we are in Northeast Florida, so we do have, in our landscaping, we do use a lot of the Muhly Grass, only because we're a coastal town too, so we're right next to the beach. This works great if you are like living next to the beach, if you have a condo or anything like that. This works great against the salt air. It's not going to hurt the plant or harm the plant. So if you guys are looking for more of a salt tolerant and drought tolerant as well, the Muhly Grass is good for any kind of arrangement and in your yard. These guys, if you put them in the ground, they get huge.
And they get really pretty pink plumes on them, these kind of just like fluffy looking flowers in the fall, which are gorgeous. So if you have a bunch of them, I mean, it just looks like a field of, like you're in Dr. Seuss or something.
Yes,
I don't know.
so cool.
They are very cool. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put this big guy in first because he has the most roots. I'm gonna put him on this side.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually dust some of this.
Yeah, he's got a lot on him.
Yeah. Don't worry about being too rough with this plant. He's definitely a soldier kind of plant, so you cannot harm this one even if you wanted to. All right. Alrighty. Good.
Then we've got our Yarrow we're gonna put in next.
He's gonna act as our centerpiece plant because he's nice and tall.
Yep. Let me grab him.
Alright, I'm gonna dust some of this soil off as well. Here we go.
And then we got our little fillers that we're going to use here. So again, we have the Vinca, which is, we got a pink one this time we're going to use in here. So we got a lot of pink going on in this basket, but that's okay. We like pink. So
yeah, kind of offset the dark pink a little bit.
So we're going to put this guy probably in this side over here.
Okay. Right here?
Yep, that looks good.
So this pot is more of a 360 one. This is not one where you kind of see just the front of it. We wanted to do one kind of in the front just to show you how you would go about doing that, and we wanted to do a 361 as well, which is my favorite kind of hanging basket to do. I love it when it kind of flows all over. We're going to do 2 Verbena up front so they can grow in and intertwine. I love when the plants intertwine together with all the different colors.
Yeah, when they've got the different colors and they're intertwining, it's just really pretty. So,
all right.
Perfect. All right, now we're ready to fill in those holes with soil. So. Colors in this one.
Like the first one, we're just patting it down, filling in all the gaps. Super easy, super fun. And try to get creative whenever you're picking out your plants. The only thing you have to worry about, make sure they have the same conditions, all the plants kind of grow. You know, all these plants are full sun, so make sure they all grow full sun. Make sure you're getting as far as watering wise, make sure they all have the same watering needs. You don't want to mix succulents in with all these plants that are going to need water every few days because succulents will rot off. So definitely make sure that you're picking all the right plants. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
make sure these plants that are draping over, make sure you lift them up and make sure they don't need any soil right in the front. Went up my nose. Alright guys, here you have it. You can kind of see
from all angles it's cool because you can just look at it at any angle on this one, so it's fun.
And what you want to do, like the last one, when you hang it, make sure you water them in because we've disturbed the roots. You want to make sure they get a nice healthy start and get the roots stimulated by watering them, so drench them real good and they should be good to go.
Yeah.
Alright guys, yeah, let's hang them.
Alrighty. So we've got these huge S-hooks we're going to use right here to hang them.
Yeah.
So these things are great. You can just put them over anything
And you should be able to find those at your local Walmart, Ace Hardware,
garden center.
Any kind of store, yeah, any kind of garden center will have these little S-hooks. They also have things that are like those things you hammer to the wall. Yeah, I don't know the proper name for those.
I think they're some kind of hook also.
Yeah.
They're like a shepherd's hook, but you hang it to the wall so it sticks out, and then you can hang it on that way if that's easier.
So that can be a way if you don't have a pergola.
All right, there's our first one up. So looks good. I'm gonna put it just like that. There we go. All right, and I think we are
good to
go.
And check back in next week, guys. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and like us on Instagram. We're all over everything. Like our channel. We're here every week with something new. So definitely keep tuning in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.